Hello everyone, this is Rachel Hanyala and I am tasked to solve the problem in Caselet 10 and 47. So the first caselet is Caselet 10, entitled Are Assumptions Impeding Communication at Nicoj Builders? So miscommunication leads to misunderstandings and project delays in a construction company. Analyze the barriers to effective communication, including assumptions, perceptual differences, and cultural factors. The company faces a key issue of ineffective leadership marked by a lack of vision, poor communication, and inadequate employee motivation. This has resulted in reduced productivity, disengagement, and a shrinking market share. Contributing factors include potential rapid industry changes, heightened competition, and evolving customer preferences. The company also struggles with outdated leadership practices, high turnover, and low morale. Internal stakeholders such as employees, managers, and executives are directly impacted, while external stakeholders including customers, suppliers, and investors are affected by the company's performance and reputation. So the SWOT analysis reveals the company's strengths in market presence, brand recognition, and experienced staff, but highlights weaknesses such as ineffective leadership, poor communication, and low employee motivation. Opportunities for improvement include leadership development and adapting to market changes through innovation, while threats involve increased competition, market pressure, and declining employee engagement. The competitive analysis points to rivals excelling in leadership, innovation, and employee engagement with potential weaknesses in product lines or customer service. Financially, the company should assess profitability trends, cash flow for liquidity issues, and overall financial health, including debt levels and capital reserves. The first ACOA is leadership training and development. Implement comprehensive leadership training programs for existing leaders and emerging managers. The second ACOA is mentoring programs. Establish mentoring and coaching programs where senior leaders guide less experienced managers. The third one is hiring new leadership. Recruit experienced leaders with a proven track record of driving performance and change. So first is the leadership training and development. The advantages are it enhances skills of existing leaders and builds a stronger leadership pipeline. The disadvantages are time consuming and potentially costly, and its results may take time to manifest. The feasibility, high feasibility with appropriate resources and commitment. The second one is the mentoring programs. The advantages are provides personalized guidance and support and promotes knowledge transfer and leadership development. The disadvantages are it relies on availability and willingness of mentors and can be challenging to match mentors and mentees effectively. The feasibility, moderate visibility. It requires commitment from senior leaders and structured implementation. The third one is hiring new leadership. The advantages are it brings in fresh perspectives and expertise and potential for immediate improvements in leadership quality. The disadvantages are disruption to current team dynamics and high cost and potential risk of mismatched leadership styles. The feasibility is feasible but requires careful selection and integration processes. So, leadership training and development is a highly effective option for addressing the core issue of ineffective leadership. This approach allows for the customization of training to meet specific needs, enhancing both current and future leadership capabilities. It promotes a culture of continuous improvement and growth. Although it may require a considerable investment of time and resources, it offers a sustainable solution with the potential for significant long-term benefits. So, to implement the leadership training and development program, first, design and develop the training by identifying specific needs, creating for sourcing relevant modules, and setting implementation timelines. Next, enroll leaders in the program, schedule sessions and workshops, and ensure active participation and engagement. Progress should be monitored by regularly assessing training effectiveness and soliciting participant feedback. Key metrics for evaluation include employee engagement scores, leadership effectiveness ratings, and performance metrics such as productivity and profitability. Track progress using surveys and performance reviews, and adjust the training program based on feedback and results. And regularly review outcomes to measure impact and make necessary adjustments to ensure the program's continued development and effectiveness. The next caselet is the caselet 47, entitled The Case of the Failing Leadership. A company experiences a decline in performance due to ineffective leadership, including a lack of vision, poor communication, and a failure to motivate employees. Analyze the factors that contribute to ineffective leadership, including a lack of experience, a lack of self-awareness, and a failure to adapt to changing circumstances. Explore strategies for developing effective leaders, including leadership training, mentoring programs, and a focus on building emotional intelligence and self-awareness. So the company is grappling with declining performance primarily due to ineffective leadership, characterized by a lack of vision, poor communication, and inability to motivate employees. This decline is occurring in a market that increasingly values innovation and agility amid industry trends and competitive pressures from more adaptive rivals. Key issues include a history of leadership turnover, recent financial struggles, employee dissatisfaction, and missed strategic goals. Internal stakeholders such as employees, managers, and executives are directly affected, with concerns ranging from job security to leadership gaps. Externally, customers face deteriorating service or product quality, investors are anxious about financial returns, and industry analysts are closely evaluating the company's market position. The company has a solid foundation with an established brand, a loyal customer base, and a skilled workforce. However, it struggles with ineffective leadership, poor communication, low employee motivation, and unclear vision, which has led to declining revenues, reduced profit margins, and increased operational costs. The competitive landscape is tough, with rivals excelling due to better leadership, innovative practices, and stronger employee engagement. Opportunities include implementing leadership development programs, capitalizing on rising market demand for innovative products, and leveraging technological advancements. Nonetheless, the company must navigate threats such as intense competition, rapid industry changes, and potential economic downturns. The first ACOA is Leadership Training Program. Implement a comprehensive training program focusing on leadership skills, communication, and strategic thinking. The second ACOA is Mentoring and Coaching. Establish a mentoring program where experienced leaders guide current managers and executives, providing personalized advice and support. And the third one is hire external consultants. bring in external consultants to provide an objective assessment of the leadership issues and recommend tailored solutions. The first one is the leadership training program. The advantages are it improves leadership skills, enhances communication, and increases employee motivation. And the disadvantages is time consuming and potentially costly. Results may take time to manifest. And the feasibility is high, provided adequate resources and commitment are available. The second one is the mentoring and coaching. The advantages are it provides personalized support and practical insights. It improves leadership through real world guidance. And the disadvantages are dependence on the availability and quality of mentors, and it may require significant time investment. And the feasibility is high, especially if a pool of experienced leaders is available for mentoring. The third one is hire external consultants. And the advantages are offers an objective perspective and expertise and can quickly identify and address leadership issues. The disadvantages are high cost and the recommendations may not always be implementable in the company's culture, and the feasibility is moderate to high, contingent on budget and willingness to act on recommendations. The best approach is to combine a leadership training program with mentoring and coaching. This strategy addresses immediate skill gaps through training and support long-term growth with personalized guidance. The training builds foundational skills while mentoring provides practical, tailored development, improving both immediate effectiveness and future leadership growth. The action plan involves developing and implementing a leadership training program within 3 months, led by experienced trainers with a schedule for ongoing sessions, while also identifying and matching mentors with mentees within 2 months, setting up regular meetings and feedback sessions. HR will coordinate both programs with senior leaders actively participating. Progress will be monitored using key performance indicators such as employee satisfaction surveys, leadership effectiveness assessments, and performance metrics, including engagement scores, leadership ratings, and business performance indicators like sales and productivity.